Hi, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to our Dream Team chat. This is the last day of the month. This is the last day of February. Tomorrow kicks off a brand new, gorgeous spring and summer catalog. And so we are stoked about that.
And we're celebrating.
Oh, yes, we are celebrating.
As
If
you
you are
see.
wondering what this confetti in our hair is about,
Yes.
and all over the place that you can't see. We are celebrating promotions, but we had a big promotion tonight for one of our gals named Nancy. She promoted to director tonight. So shout out to her and her team for busting butt and doing the dang thing.
Yeah.
So we celebrated with a little confetti magic.
Confetti's flying.
Yeah. So we're keeping it festive over here.
Yes.
So tonight we are rounding out our consultant systems that we've been talking about all February long. So we've gone over things like PWS, cross-border agreement. We looked at our accounts tab. We've looked at the incentives. We had Michelle come on and talk about incentives with us, which last week, which was really amazing.
Mhm.
We talked about
Annual awards.
Oh yeah, annual sales and annual mentor.
Mhm.
Anyways,
Yeah.
we've talked about a lot of stuff and it's all recorded, which is great. But tonight we are going to be talking about the new consultant systems and awards that Scentsy offers. And the reason that we're focusing on this, you guys, everybody here and for people watching in the future, is because there needs to be a high focus on new consultants and what these systems that are in place and why Scentsy puts these systems in place, what the importance of it is for a Scentsy consultant in their new business. I know that I've personally found people who I've talked to who used to be a consultant and then dropped off and now come back or whatever, and we're having a conversation about what it looks like to relaunch their business. I hear a lot of them say, like, I didn't do anything. I didn't earn Shooting Star. I didn't earn Sensational Start, any level or whatever. And I think that there is a cognitive connection or investment in your business when you actively pursue these goals that Scentsy has for you. It's almost like skin in the game, right? Because you're putting in so much. I'm gonna pretend that's not there. It was like a moth, okay. Or a mosquito eater. I don't care what it is. It's huge and it's here. Living rent free in here. So anyways, there's an investment and there's a there's an active pursuing of these goals that happens, right? And when you hit the ground running as a new consultant and you go after these, I feel like that you are more engaged in your business, right? And you're learning things right off the bat. And the beauty of these goals is that I think Scentsy has done a really great job of setting them up in baby steps. So it feels like you start and okay, time is ticking. You've got 15 days to do this. And it feels like in my opinion, it feels very manageable to do this first one that I'm going to talk about, which is Shooting Star. So it feels very manageable, right? To step into this goal that Scentsy has for you. And once you earn a goal, like, shout out to the goal earners, whatever goals you have, because when you earn that goal, there's this feeling of accomplishment that propels you into the next goal. Right? So when you do something and you make it happen, there's this like fire inside of you that says, I want to do another thing. Like, give me something else. I feel empowered, right? I feel motivated. And so I think Scentsy does it on purpose, where they have the Shooting Star and the Sensational Start is kind of wrapped up in that. And Sensational Start level 2 it's like a brick, right? You're just laying on the bricks and it's building this foundation of your business, right? And then once you've gained the momentum of these new consultant systems and you kind of walk through those, and now you're 70 days in and you're not really a new consultant anymore, and you've learned the ropes of this business, you've accomplished the habits, right? You've gained those habits that will lead you to continue to reach more goals, like earning an incentive, right? Because you've practiced those skills that is truly what it takes to be successful in this business, right? High PRV, sponsoring, coaching. Literally, like, those are the 3 things that it takes to be successful. And Scentsy has set up their goals not by mistake, right? It's very purposeful how they've set up their goals, but they've set up their goals to be in such a way that you feel motivated and accomplished with each baby step that you're taking. Okay, so we're going to just kind of briefly, we're not going to go into like the details of how to accomplish these, but instead we're going to just touch on the qualifications of them. And then again, just kind of remind you of the importance of why you as a new consultant should be reaching for these, which I guess I kind of just went over. But then as a sponsor, right? So if you are actively building a team, or you are looking at going to be actively building a team, then you need to know why it's important for you to focus on this with your new consultants. Okay, because there's I feel like that there's this idea that we don't need to talk about it because they get it in their new consultant guide, and we kind of just assume that, you know, since you'll send them the email and they'll see it on their workstation. But the reality of it is we need to be having conversations with them, because that's what a sponsor is supposed to do when you step into that role. That's the first step in coaching. That's how you take on that role. Okay, it's not just come join my team, Scentsy will do the rest, right? Scentsy has set up this system for you to be active in your team building and team leading. Okay. So I wish that I was looking for it and I can read what I found, but Orville had talked about it at SFRs, and even with the Sensational Start levels, and maybe even at World Tour, I think that they mentioned it, like the percentage of consultants that earn, I wrote it down, the percentage of consultants that earn these things is very small. You got to think we have what, over 280,000 Scentsy consultants. And so when we're talking about 2% of consultants earn Sensational Start level 3, you guys, that is minute amounts of people who do it. And across the board, you'll find not everybody, this is not a I don't know, maybe it is a rule, but like, not everybody has this story, but I think it's the majority of people who are superstar directors or super successful in Scentsy, however that's measured, have earned Sensational Starts level 1, 2, 3, has earned Shooting Star. Again, it's not everybody, but a lot of people. Okay, so that's why there's importance here. Okay, so Shooting Star, that's the first one, right? So new consultant joins, their first goal that Scentsy puts forth for them and says, here, this is what we have for you. If you work towards this, you are going to
It's a bus. Oh, yeah.
in that. That's so weird. Okay, sorry. Squirrel. So Shooting Star is the first goal. That means 500 PRV in the first 15 days. And a minor misconception is that your 15 days starts like after you get your kit or the next day, right? But actually your 15 days, the clock starts ticking the moment you hit that join button. So there are a lot of ways that you can like take advantage of that. For instance, one of my girls, Santana, she had a she had a party link open, and we did her launch party, or we did her party, but called it her launch party because she didn't know she was going to join. But she actually hit Shooting Star the day that she joined because she had a party, and then was going to join. I would highly recommend having them do a party and open up a party first, and then getting to the 500 and then joining. Okay, hold on.
Okay, is it like stable for you guys now? Because it said our connection was unstable. Okay, it says we're fine.
Okay, all right, cool. We're gonna keep going then. Sorry. Sorry for your YouTube. Okay, so what was I saying? So, oh yeah, that was my free tip, right? So if you have somebody who you know is going to join, get their party going beforehand and get them that 500, or have them get their 500 before they even press that join button with the party, right? Because that kicks it off on a obviously really amazing start. They're already halfway to their first promotion, which we're going to talk about. But that 500 in the first 15 days is a huge accomplishment, but it's also feels very manageable. It feels very attainable for a new consultant, because when you're talking to them about having a launch party, or whoever's talking to them about having a launch party, and that's something that they intend on doing, a launch party is a great place for $500 to be made relatively easy. Just, I say that knowing that like time, things vary with that, but like for the most part, a launch party tends to get close to 500, if not over. Okay. And so again, as a sponsor, it would be your role to assist them in their launch party, to give them tips, to help them launch in the best way possible, because they're new, right? Shooting Star, they're a baby, right? They're pressing that join button and being thrown right into their first goal. And frankly, when I have new people join, it's not, hey, do you want to try to reach Shooting Star? It's okay, so your first goal is Shooting Star and it's 500 in the first 15 days, but girl, you can do it with the launch party. So this is how you do it. And it's not, I don't even give people the option, right? Obviously they don't have to if they don't, but the reality of it is I don't make it optional when I'm having those conversations with my new consultants. It's, this is what we do, right? And kind of the same thing for Sensational Start level 1, 2, and 3. This is just, okay, now we're moving on. You've hit Shooting Stars. So now we're going to move on to the next. Okay. So I think the biggest thing, so when you hit Shooting Star, the benefit there is that they get a charm, and they get the opportunity, a charm or a label, they can decide that, but they also get the opportunity to purchase that highly enhanced product kit, which by the way, when I joined Scentsy,
It was like all warmers.
It was all warmers.
Yeah.
It was like $375 worth of warmers, like toast, like they had like all the different kinds of warmers, but I got like the toaster and just like warmers that were fine, sold them, most of them all, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but now the kit is like beautiful. Okay,
Yes,
you get
it really
a bunch
is.
of different products, and it is awesome for a new consultant to consider purchasing that kit for a couple of different reasons, right? Because one, you get PRV on it, right? So you get paid on it. The other benefit to it is that you get a bunch of different products that you could either use in your home, especially for our new consultant who doesn't have a lot of Scentsy, doesn't have an experience with the diffuser or Scentsy Go or
fan product.
Yeah, so it's great experience opportunity for them, but then also they can turn around and sell it for its actual retail price and make their money back and then some, right? So they're double dipping, and it's totally okay. Right? Because they purchased it for a discount and now they can turn around and sell it, and they got the PRV. So they're getting commission off of that.
So you're like triple dipping even.
Yeah. Because you get the PRV, but the PRV is really,
you get like commissions, then you can sell it full price.
But if you're in an incentive period, which we most of the time are, that PRV does count towards something more. So yeah, triple dipping.
And you can put it in a party order, meaning you're still, can you put it in a party order?
Yeah.
Oh wait.
I don't think
No, you can't. Right.
No. It's been a long time since I've been a new consultant.
Never mind.
But anyway, so you get the opportunity to get that kit, right? To purchase that kit. And I know Santana took advantage of it and she loved it, right?
It's an amazing kit.
It truly is. And so I think I already touched on like why to do the Shooting Star. It starts your business off. It starts that new consultant's business off with a fiery momentum.
Yes.
Right. Earning that first goal and feeling that investment in this company and feeling like you've accomplished something. And then, you know what? Scentsy is really great at recognition. I said, you get one of those labels or the charms or whatever they choose. Scentsy is really awesome about making sure that you get recognized for what you do. Also, side note, at SFR, if they go to SFR, they get recognized for earning shooting star,
Mhm.
right? You get to stand up. I don't know
Yep.
if there's other things, but like you get to stand up and you get recognized for these things. And so one thing Scentsy does really good, in my opinion, is recognition.
Mhm.
And so, depending on what people's love language is, if you know that somebody loves to be recognized, man, these things will not disappoint them in that arena.
Mhm.
Okay. Because they're going to get a lot of love from Scentsy when they do this. So,
Yep.
I think the biggest why here for Shooting Star is really that momentum in the beginning of your business that is
Oh,
so
yes.
important, right? And it's the investment in, okay, I just started this. I want to make something of it. Here we go,
Mhm.
right? And then doing it. So
Yeah.
for both sides, as a sponsor, you want that momentum, right? Somebody says that they're motivated and they want to do this business, then you need to be pushing Shooting Star,
Mhm.
right? Because that's going to be what keeps them motivated for a little while until they hit sensational start level 1. And if
Mhm.
nothing else, you're halfway to certified. So
Yep.
I always talk about that too. I mean, before I even mention sensational start level 1, I'm always like, dude, you're halfway to your
Mhm.
first promotion, which equals more money, like
Yep.
period.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
anyways.
and just to add on to that a little bit too, 2 different points is, as far as the recognition goes, as a sponsor too, when your new consultant hits Shooting Star, you also get recognized. You're also going to get a Shooting Star trainer pin or charm for your bracelet,
Mhm.
and you're also going to get $25 product credit for you to use on anything you want. You can use it on products or consultant store stuff. So the recognition is huge on both sides of it, really, because you guiding your new consultant to Shooting Star is a big accomplishment
Yeah.
as a leader. And so I love that Scentsy kind of recognizes both partners there. And I think that's really important to remember. And then the other thing about Shooting Star, which is really cool, is that your new consultant has made $100 in commission by hitting Shooting Star.
Yes.
So they've already paid back for their kit, or if they join for free with or for $0 with the host kit, or for
$59.
$0 to $59 with the host kit,
Almost double.
or anywhere, or any of the join specials. At that point, they've already recouped their money and are also achieving new consultant goals. So it's a huge confidence boost for your new consultants, and it's a huge confidence boost for you as a leader as well. So don't for a second think that Shooting Star is a small goal at all. While it is more obtainable and a fast track, right, to success, it is a big goal worth celebrating on both ends as
Yeah.
the sponsor and the new consultant. Okay. So I'm going to jump ahead a little bit, talking about the first 70 days in your new consultant journey. I'm going to be talking about the sensational start levels. So put in the comments if you earned any level of sensational start as a new consultant, or if you were around during a sensational start restart program. Put in the comments what level you've earned. I think it's just fun to see. And no, there's no shame if you didn't earn it at all.
Yeah.
When I joined, I earned sensational start level 1 because I had no idea. And then we had a sensational start reboot incentive, and I earned level 3. So it was fun to be able to go redo it as a seasoned consultant, but I did not earn a higher level of sensational start, but I'm still very proud of that journey. So,
And still very successful. So
Yes.
here we go with like, it's not true for all.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. And I love seeing that you guys are earners. Okay. Level
Yeah.
3, level
Yeah,
3, level 2,
so
level
good.
1, like amazing,
proud of all of
amazing.
you.
So congratulations, guys. So hopefully you guys are familiar with these levels, and
Mhm.
also that you guys see the value in these levels, because they really are amazing. And so when you're looking at sensational start levels, it's important to recognize that it's a 70-day program. Okay. So you're talking from day 1 when you join up till 70 days. So that's about like a little over 2 months in business. Okay. And so by this time, you've closed some orders, you've dealt with some LTO launches, you've certainly got your kit. Hopefully you've shared it with your people. Hopefully you've had a launch party. Maybe you've had other people party, right? You've collected orders in a few months, right? In 2
Yeah.
different months at this point. And so hopefully by the end of the sensational start level, like Bree said, you're not really a new consultant anymore. Sure, you're
Yeah.
still going to have things to learn. You're still going to be dealing with things you have not dealt with before at 70 days in, sure. But you should at that point have your website, know
Pretty
about
up,
your
yeah.
website. You should know how to enter orders, the different ways you can collect orders. You should be plugged in the team, right? 70 days in gives you a really awesome opportunity to get your feet wet,
Yep.
try a bunch of different things, kind of at least know the direction you're walking and the ways that you are, at least at the beginning, working your business. Okay. You can change that along the way, of course, but your first 70 days, in my opinion, is crucial to building your business. And I love that Scentsy has goals that aligns with that first 70 days. And they actually break it down into 3 different levels. Okay. Like, as you guys are saying, you guys have earned all, between our
multitude,
group.
yeah.
Yes. Lots of different level earners here. And I think that's amazing. And Scentsy rewards you on each level. And so I'm going to just break down those qualifications really quickly. I have it printed. If you search,
If you go to your training tab, go to your training tab, and if you scroll just a little bit on the right-hand side, it says new consultant. And if you click that, it's going to bring up the new consultant guide, which is great for new sponsors, right?
Mhm.
Yay. Because then you can reference that along with your new consultant, because they'll get the physical one in their kit.
Yep.
But it also details the awards and everything,
Yes.
so you can quick reference it should you need to.
And frankly, I would just print it out. If you don't have a recent one of these, print it out, keep it handy, somewhere that you can check with as you're checking in with your new consultant.
for
And
sure.
I would even encourage you guys as sponsors to write down their 70th day, just so you can have reference of when that is and you can be cheering them on accordingly. Okay. So let me just give you some qualifications. I'm going to go level by level of the qualifications and then the award that you get from Scentsy. Okay. So this is for new consultants who join within their first 70 days. Okay. So level 1 is really cool. And they kind of break up the qualifications into 2 parts. So level 1 is selling 1,500 PRV, okay, or selling 500 PRV and sponsor 1 new consultant who gets active. And if you remember, active means a 200 PRV month, okay? So, and then all of them, you have to complete the first things first checklist. Okay. If you remember when you first joined, there was a checklist on your workstation that you had to work through. Okay. So for all 3 levels, you have to do the checklist. Okay. But level 1 is either sell $1,500 alone or sell 500 PRV or sell 500 PRV plus sponsor 1 new consultant who goes active, has a 200 PRV month. Okay. And then when you do that, Scentsy is going to gift you a $50 product credit, a certificate of achievement, and then either a charm for your bracelet or a pin, like a Lapel pen. Lapel?
Yep.
Okay. That is really awesome. And what I love about Scentsy gifting, or you earning product credit, and I touched on this a bit earlier, but product credit is really special on your workstation because, as you guys know, as consultants, when we close parties, we can get free and half off Scentsy till the cows come home. Okay.
Yes.
We can get our Scentsy at such an amazing discount. It's really awesome. But then when you go to order things like catalogs or testers or stickers, there's not often or ever a way to get that free unless you have product credit. So I love using product credit on business supplies or apparel or a decal, right? You
Yeah.
can use your product credit on anything on the workstation, including registration for events. Okay, which is
Mhm.
super
Yeah,
cool.
that's really cool.
Okay, this gives you a really awesome way to be able to afford to attend these Scentsy events. Imagine if your goal as a sponsor was to pay for SFR registration with Shooting Star credits. How, like, what an amazing goal would that be as sponsors,
Yeah.
right? Like, that would be so amazing.
So let's see.
So-
Registration's what, 350? Let's just do,
Okay,
let's
sure.
just shoot high.
Sure, divided by 25.
So
So that's annual
that's an
mentor.
annual mentor too, and you'd have to do it in like 3 months, 4 months. 'Cause I mean, you could do it all year
You could
round
do
and
it
just
in a
save
year.
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
for
so what we just did was, okay, remind me to come back to purchasing the shooting star kit too.
Okay.
But what we just did was figure out how many new consultants you would need to pay for SFR. So imagine you start now or start at SFR this year, right? And you just say, okay, SFR is now finished. Next year, my goal is to pay for registration
Mhm.
with product credit. You would need 14 new consultants
Who hit shooting star.
who hit shooting star only, which you get product credit for other things too.
Mhm.
But to hit shooting star, 14 new consultants. By the way, she said it. That's also how many people you need to join to sponsor, and they need to hit certified at least for annual mentor.
Which is another bonus, but that's cash money, not product credit,
Yeah.
which is amazing. Yes.
And that amount varies actually, because if they promote higher, you get more
Yes.
money.
Yep.
But anyway, so 14 new consultants. So imagine making that your goal and paying off your SFR registration. Like,
Yeah.
catch me trying to do
And
that.
beyond that, imagine sponsoring 14 new
Yeah.
consultants in a year. Imagine sponsoring 14 new consultants who hit shooting star. Your business would look absolutely
gosh.
different this time
I
next
mean,
year.
if
by
you're a
doing that.
director right now, I can almost, I would just put it out there. I think that you would be looking at like close to star director.
Yeah, or
Knocking on superstar director. doors,
truly,
'cause it
like
just depends-
honestly,
it
that's what I'm
depends.
gonna go for,
Yeah,
girl. Like that's
yeah.
amazing.
So
So
good.
aha moment for me, guys. But yes, Nancy, chills for
Yeah,
real.
so good.
But I wanted to do all that to highlight how cool product credit is.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not just getting that warmer for free. Okay.
Right,
Like
right.
you can literally get all your transition business supplies or go to SFR, pay for the registration with your product credit. So
Or buy that LTO. that
Yes.
licensed LTO.
yes, yeah, you can
product
do
credit,
licensed
yeah.
products with it. So product credit is super valuable. So we're over here dreaming as like team builders,
Yeah.
right? All of us here. But think about the brand new consultant, right? Think of how amazing that is. Such a great accomplishment. And then to get free Scentsy money,
Yeah.
basically. Plus
I paid for my shooting star kit
with your product
with my
credit.
product credit
yeah.
from Sensational Start Level 3.
That's amazing.
The only tricky thing about that is that the 70 days and a payday and the
like
time
timing.
frame that you have to buy your shooting star kit. So it doesn't always work out for people. However, if it does, I literally paid for my entire, I didn't pay any money,
That's
still got
amazing.
PRV,
That's
all
awesome.
that. Yeah. So
Yeah.
anyway.
So that's
oh my
like
God.
triple dipping, quadruple
Yeah.
dip in there. Okay. So as a new consultant, okay, so as a sponsor, that's
Right.
amazing,
Yeah.
right? As a new consultant, that's super encouraging too, because if you guys remember when you guys were new consultants, you're like looking in the catalog, you're like, I want that, I want that, I want that, I
Yes.
want that, I want that, I want that, I want that. And so it's a really awesome way to treat yourself, right? Or for them to treat themselves for hitting such an amazing goal. So that's just level 1, y'all. So level 1 is you either sell 1,500 PRV,
Yeah.
new consultant,
Yeah.
either sell 1,500 PRV or 500 PRV, sponsor one new teamie who goes active. Amazing. You're going to get $50 product credit. You're going to get some awards and a pin or a charm for your bracelet. Super cool, super fun. Okay. Then you're moving on to level 2. Remember, this is all within your first 70 days, their first 70 days as a consultant. Okay. Level 2 is to sell 3,000 PRV. Okay. Or 1,500 PRV and sponsor one new consultant who goes active. Okay, so that's again either 3,000 PRV alone or 1,500 PRV and one new consultant who's active. Okay, and when your new consultant does that, and that's in addition to the checklist, when your new consultant does that within their first 70 days, this is really awesome. They're going to get $125 product credit. Okay, they're going to get the pin and the pin or charm and the award for both level 1 and level 2, which I think is cool. They do both.
Mhm.
And then you're also going to get, and I should have brought it out, this amazing, incredible, sensational start warmer. Okay. Does anyone have a picture they can put in the chat of the sensational start warmer? Because this warmer is literally incredible. It's a
So good.
big, heavy glass shooting star. Okay. So it starts at the bottom. The star starts at the bottom and it like twists up and it's just stunning. Mariah says she's going to snag a picture of it. It is seriously gorgeous. Yeah. there
That's a
you
good
go.
one.
Can you show it?
Yeah.
So that's what the warmer looks
Mhm.
like.
No, hold on.
Okay. Do you see how it like starts at the bottom and it
Twist.
spins up?
Yeah.
It is gorgeous. And it's also like 10 pounds. It's huge, heavy, gorgeous. It looks so good with colored bulbs. Oh, Leslie's posting a picture. Yes. Okay.
Oh, yeah, there you
So
go. Thank you,
pretty.
Leslie.
It is like multi-dimensional. It is such a trophy warmer,
Yeah.
to be honest. It is absolutely gorgeous and it's very exclusive. Not every consultant has it. And it's something to really strive for. It's really special. So as you are sponsoring new consultants, show them the warmer. Show
Yeah.
them multiple pictures of the warmer. In fact, in your customer group, if you have this warmer, advertise this warmer. Okay. Like show off this warmer and make people curious about it, make people want it, and then let them know how they can get it. Okay. This warmer is incredible. And it is, you get it when you achieve Sensational Start Level 2, which is really, really exciting for your new consultants. This is a amazing accomplishment, and the warmer is just as amazing. Okay. So you're going to get the $125 product credit. You're going to get the awards and
Crazy.
pins. You're going to get the warmer, and you're going to get a certificate for both level 1 and 2. Amazing.
Yeah,
Okay.
so good.
So again, this is within your new consultant's first 70 days. Okay. So first 2 months and some change. Then, okay, we have the third level, which is incredible. Sensational Start Level 3. I heard a stat, and it was a very low percentage, like 1%
Yeah, it's super
of
low.
consultants earn Sensational Start Level 3. But then they go on to say that 90% of consultants who earn Sensational Start Level 3 hit director within 18 months.
Trying to think of one I hit.
Oh, I think it was pretty close to that. I feel like you hit director pretty soon, within a year, because you were at your first SFR within a year of joining, and then you hit director
Right after.
right after. So
Yeah,
less than
yeah.
18 months. Okay. Incredible. Okay. Sensational Start Level 3 is
So
a
good.
huge accomplishment. You get to walk the stage at Cincy Family Reunion.
Yeah.
This month, if you have any new consultants that joined this month in February 2023, and
Oh,
they
yeah.
hit Sensational Start Level 3, they get SFR registration completely free.
Free.
What? That's
Dude,
amazing.
Since he's never done that before, but I hope they keep
Yes,
doing that.
me too. And honestly, if you have someone on your team who hits Sensational Start Level 3,
Ew.
their butts need to go to SFR. They
Yeah.
belong at SFR.
Yeah.
Huge accomplishment. Sensational Start Level 3 is a huge accomplishment. So let's look at it. Again, 2 parts. So you can either sell 6,000 PRV in your first 70 days. That's kind of a big task. 6,000 PRV in your first 70 days. That's huge.
That is huge.
That's amazing. Okay. Or you sell 3,000 PRV, so half that, and then you sponsor 2 new consultants who get certified.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, either sell 6,000 PRV alone and do the checklist, or sell 3,000 PRV, sponsor 2 new friends who also get active and do the checklist.
Yeah.
Incredible. Okay. When you do that, you're going to earn you're going to earn $225 product credit. $225. You can get that. You can get a diffuser. You're super close to getting an air purifier completely free. Okay. Not to mention your business is incredible. Your business is booming at Sensational Start Level 3. Incredible accomplishment 70 days into your business. Okay. So you're going to get $225 product credit. You're going to get the pins or the charms. You're going to get the certificates of achievement. You're going to get that amazing, incredible warmer. And then you're also going to get a glass trophy that is just gorgeous, like absolutely stunning. A big, hefty, heavy glass
Like
trophy.
Paperweight.
Yes. Like,
Oh,
huge.
you're talking about.
Similar to that.
Do you get one of those? No, you get the little star thing, don't you? Or no?
Oh yeah. You're
It's-
right. You're
yeah,
right. So it's like
it's
a
a little-
paperweight. You're right.
yeah.
It's like a paperweight.
Yeah.
It's like
It's
this
this.
glass.
Yeah.
It's like a glass star. And it's pretty heavy. It weighs maybe 3 to 5 pounds or so. And so you're going to get that amazing trophy as well as the product credit, the warmer, the certificate, the walking recognition, all the things. Sensational Start Level 3 is such a huge accomplishment, both as a new consultant earning this award, and then also as a leader who is guiding their new consultants to Sensational Start Level 3, like such an amazing accomplishment as a leader, right? That is a total win for your new consultant and then also for you as well. And so as you have new consultants join, I want you to really don't be afraid of the Sensational Start levels as you're guiding them. Okay. I say aim for level 3. And if you fall on level 2, or if you fall in level 1, still an amazing accomplishment worth tons of celebration. But go for level 3. Have your new consultants go for level 3. Share the goals for level. I like to do it opposite. I share level 3 first and let them know where the other levels lie. That way it's like they're shooting for 3. And if they fall short and land on 2 or 1, that's still huge and worth celebrating. Okay. And so that's within your first 70 days. That's with the new consultant's first 70 days, which means, in my opinion, I think it is super important as leaders to step into your role as a sponsor with information. Okay. And I don't mean go balls to the walls. I like to start with like getting into your workstation. Then it's like, okay, shooting star.
Yes.
Okay. Then it's going to be certified, which is what Bree's going to talk about. But it is very important that that conversation gets had within a week or so. So they are aware of what their goals are and what they're working towards. Okay. It's all in their new consultant guide, but like Bree said, don't just rely on the new consultant guide to train them and guide them. Okay. As their sponsor, it's super important that you guide them and encourage them to go towards these goals as well, because they really do set your business up for great success. And it's just an amazing confidence boost for your new teammates as well.
I mean, frankly, that's what you're for, right? Like if Scentsy just wanted to put the resources out there and let people find it on their own or go through it on their own, people wouldn't need to join under other people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
it would defeat the purpose of what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So steward that responsibility well.
Take your role as their sponsor seriously. And that doesn't put this crazy responsibility on you. Okay. Because at the end of the day,
I mean, there is a level of responsibility though, to make sure that there's information being
that
relayed.
They have the resources,
but not that they're doing it, right? You can only go so far. You can give
Yes.
them the information.
Yes.
But if they end up not doing anything with it or not responding or kind of slowly getting a start or whatever, that responsibility is not on you.
Yes. It's not simply enough to just add them to the team page. Okay. There are roles that as a leader that are simple to fulfill, but very important. Okay. And in my opinion, pointing your new consultants and guiding them through and encouraging them to work towards these new consultant goals is going to be super imperative to their success and also your success as a leader, because you'll grow and learn as you do this more too.
Right.
Okay. So jumping back a little bit to the first promotion, Bree, let's talk about certified.
Yeah. And like I said before, like all of these things that we're talking about kind of build on each other, right? It's like Carson's slowly fading from the scene. It builds on each other. And so we're not slowly, but we're going from one thing to the next. And it kind of just like fills different areas as we go. So for instance, like by the time you hit level 1 of Sensational Start, if you're going for the first set of qualifications, 1500 PRV. So maybe you have somebody who's like, I'm not really interested in sponsoring. Cool. They can still earn Sensational Start level 1, 2, and 3 without ever sponsoring somebody. And so the beautiful part about that though, is that if they are going for level 1, or I mean, going for level 3, but they start at level 1, obviously obviously. And if they're just looking at the PRV and saying, I'm not going to sponsor, they're going to hit certified doing that, right? But I do like to focus on Shooting Star, and hopefully that's done within a week of them joining. Like truly, I like to knock that out with their launch party and really hit the ground running with Shooting Star and getting that knocked out as soon as possible so that they can get certified. Ideally, 2 to 3 weeks getting certified, but definitely within their first month.
Mhm.
And I'll explain why. But the certified promotion, your first promotion as a Scentsy consultant, is simply when you, and it's the only one that only requires PRV to promote, it's when you hit $1,000 in sales. And the cool thing about this, and all other promotions really, is that there's no time limit on it, right? So if it takes you 6 months to hit $1,000 in sales, you'll promote as certified then, right? But if you hit it day 2 of joining, then you're certified then, okay? And honestly, the earlier, the better, in my opinion, for a consultant, especially a consultant joining in the beginning of the month,
Mhm.
is because they can just continue to pile on the sales and therefore piling on the commissions. Because when you hit certified, when you promote to certified and do that $1,000 in sales, your commission rate goes from 20% to 25%. And that is a permanent 5% pay increase for new consultants. And so the sooner that they hit that, especially again in the beginning of a month, if they join in the beginning of a month, the sooner they hit that promotion backdate, or that pay increase backdates to the beginning of the month. And so they're going to get, there's no like weird, like, oh, okay, you promote on the 15th, so you only have 15 days of that extra 5%. No, it's over the entire month. So if they do $1,000 in sales week 2 of joining, right, and they promote to certified, and then they do another $1,000 in the next, they're going to get 25%. They're going to get 25% commissions of that month, plus an extra 5% because of the 2000 PRV bonus. But
Mhm.
they're going to get the 25% commission rate on whatever they do the month that they certify. Okay, so it backdates. So even if they hit certified on the final day of the month, actually Santana did this, and she got 25% of her. I use Santana because she's one of my more recent ones, but she got 25% commissions off of her entire month. And it was a great month for her. She did over 1,000. And so really, to me, the thing is that a lot of people joining this company, a lot of people that you're going to be talking to, they may be like, I'm joining for the community, but don't get it twisted. There is oh shoot, I just lost the word. Oh, there is a motivation to the money part of it as well. Okay. So people are motivated by money. So the moment that you tell them, hey, all you have to do is $1,000 in sales, you've already hit Shooting Star, you're halfway there. Let's try to get the next 500 in the next week and a half, 2 weeks, you'll follow up with customers, blah, 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 right? Because until you do that, you leave money on the table.
Mhm.
You're leaving 5%. And I like to calculate it out for my new consultants. And I say, okay, if you don't hit certified this
That's
month
smart.
and you do this much in sales, then this is how much you'll make. But you bump that up by 5%, it makes a difference. Okay. So leaving money on the table, nobody wants to do that. Okay. That's literally not the business. And then even going a step further than that, once they do certified, and we're talking about Sensational Start level 2, where they're just looking at the PRV, right? 3,000 PRV. I'm going to make sure to tell them, hey, by the way, if you do 3,000 PRV, if you do 2,000 of that in a month, which you've already hit 1,000 in a month, okay, we can double that. You're going to be following up with customers. You got a couple parties booked. Cool. When you do 2,000, any given month, you do 2,000 PRV, you get an additional 5%.
Yup.
Okay, so there is always technically money being left on the table unless you are hitting your 5% or your 2,000 PRV.
Mhm.
Okay, always money on the table, right? I don't like to leave money on the table.
I would take it further and say there's money on the table till you're hitting 2,500 PRV for the annual sales award.
100%, 100%.
But for simplified cases,
Yeah,
yes.
for sure. And maybe that's, yeah, totally. So, $1,000. Okay, so why it's important? Frankly, like I said, it's money being left on the table. It's your first promotion.
Mhm.
And to me, the certified promotion, again, Sensi, I feel like has majorly closed the gap. You see how two big baby steps from 0 to 500, baby step, 500 to 1,000, baby step. But you've already done 500 in your first 15 days. Okay, $1,000 in sales. And then you're only 500 away, another baby step. You're
Mhm.
only 500 away from level 1.
Mhm.
Okay, so if you want to take the sponsorship part of this and take it bite-sized pieces, that's how you do it. Yay, you've hit 500, you got the shooting star. This is what you're going to get. That's so amazing. Your next step is certified, and that's only just an additional 500.
Mhm.
Like, you can do that. Let's talk about how to do that. Okay, cool. You hit certified. This is what you're going to get. Perfect. 5%, blah, blah, blah. Okay, your next goal is 500, another 500, and then you're going to get all this, right? And then
Yup.
you're talking, another, well, you're talking,
then another
1,500.
Or another 500 for the sales bonus from the
Yes,
1,500.
yeah,
Right.
100%.
So literally
Baby
baby
steps.
steps. That is the best way to do it as sponsors and new consultants. Okay. Bite-sized pieces, but it takes action.
It takes action. And I do want to say that, like, I know it's hard for some consultants who say, well, I only do like 500 a month. So how can I expect my people to be doing, 1,000 or whatever? And I get that, but I think that we have to change the mindset. You might not be there yet, but there's no reason that you should be talking to your people like they can't do it
Mhm.
yet. Right. And
Yes.
so talk big to your people, even if you're not quite there yet. Even if you're like, I've never done $2,000 in a month. How do I teach my people how to do that? Well, you talk to them like they're
Mhm.
gonna do it.
Yep.
Right. This is just what we do. And so if you say, well, 500 is not baby steps to me, an extra 500 is not baby steps. It actually takes a lot of work. I get that. And that's real for you. And there's nothing wrong with that. And you have to take maybe smaller baby steps to get there,
Mhm.
and you do the dang thing.
Mhm.
But truly, if you say to your new consultant, look, it baby steps, here's what that would look like. It looks like this kind of party. It looks like reaching out to this many people. It looks like booking this party.
Mhm.
You're going to have people who think big, but are, I guess, think bigger, right? Because then the big things that come along where it's an incentive and you need 90,000 incentive points, they're going to be able to, on their own, break it down to these like 500.
Mhm.
Okay, I can do that. 500, I can do that,
Yeah.
right? You're teaching them how to take those steps to
Mhm.
those really big goals, because when they see this piece of paper and all of a sudden they're like, oh my gosh, 6,000 PRV. But wait, I did that just by doing 500, 500,000,
That's
500,
right.
500, right?
Yes.
They take it by baby steps. So when you feed it to them like that and you just talk about, this is just what we do.
Mhm.
You just need to do another party. You just need to book another party.
And certainly don't decide for them based off of the way that you are working. Like, this is information, right? Like, give them the information and the encouragement and let them make those decisions. Let them work according to
how
their
they work,
goals.
right?
Right.
Don't put them in a box.
Yeah.
Don't put them in a box. Put them in a position where it's wide open,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
Sky's the limit. They can do whatever they can do whatever they want to do, or they can do whatever they're not going to do.
But I've given them the information.
Right. Don't put your people in a box. I think that's literally the worst thing you can do. Don't
Yes.
put your people in a box.